Margulis, Jeff Margulis, Dennis, there they are now.
Your name tags are up here, guys.
Aha.
Okay,
Okay.
so,
Anyway, the mayor will be here shortly.
yeah, Paula will be here in 10 minutes, she said, running a little late. Dennis Weiss is not here, Andrew Margulis is not here, Christine is not here. I think, other than that, we have
All here.
everyone.
We are not having a Main Street accreditation report today. We'll have that next meeting? Okay. So do I have a motion to approve the consent agenda?
I will move to approve the consent agenda.
Is there a second?
I would second that.
Excellent. Joan, what's shaking?
I think I will just note that on the financial reports, the only thing that are on there are under operating supplies, and they're all related to Office and website, Adobe Acrobat, Membershipware, which is our business directory, and web hosting. So those were only expenses last month. Direct report, downtown businesses. Pumachug is still going, or it's going to be Grand River Brewery is still going forward. They will be submitting building plans soon. And there is a correction that Lucky Duck does remain available. Last month I said that we should have businesses in there by summer, and we still may, but not the one I had thought it could be, but negotiations are open. So, Unplug and Paint resale at 126 East 14 Mile has closed for business, so we wish Sandy Maynard all the best as she moves on to new experiences. Downtown Charlie's still in the process of obtaining that liquor license. MLCC is not going it's not that they're not going smoothly, they're not going fast. Talked to Grand River Brewery the other day, and they are in the process of trying to get their license, and they think that it is
Who did you talk to, Joan?
Grand River Brewery, the one
Okay.
that's going to, something like 4 months is what they were experiencing, and were told by MLCC, so I don't know. And the big news that we've been waiting to be able to say is that Burger King's being demolished.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, they
Man.
applied for the permit a while ago, but just paid for it recently.
Fencing went up yesterday.
Yeah, so the fencing is going up around it, which they have to do for a demo. And the owners of the property are in the process of selecting an architect for some type of new development. They're exploring their possibilities. So despite what the internet and social media seems to think, there are no plans in right now for what is going to go on there. So. We still have commercial construction projects in and around the downtown. I won't list them, the same ones that have been going on. Biscuits and Gravy, though, is still looking pretty good.
They have chairs, they have booths
They have
in there.
chairs and I saw, yeah. So they kind of put the tarp back up so you can't see in, and it's going to be a big grand opening when that comes down. Be very exciting. There is a new development which is going to happen, lots of things happening in town. Down on West 14 Mile, 436 to 456, there's some single-family homes that have a site plan in for apartment development. So, good stuff. You got the invite for the main event, which is Main Street's big, what is it, Mary Liz? The main
Don't ask me
event.
that.
The
It's
big
the
main
big
event.
awards event.
Awards event, yes.
That's right.
We got to take a good look at the award package and see what all the requirements are for that. That's on May 4th from 6 until 9. I do believe, and I was going to ask Annika, we've always gotten, tickets are $35 each. We've always gotten 2 tickets from Main Street, so we'll see on that. On grant follow-ups, the Hog Signal grant is moving forward on schedule. There is a timeline that was submitted to MEDC, who gave us the grant. So, and AEW just completed the engineering report that was required on the grant timeline. So that will move forward. If if it continues on the timeline, it should be up before summer. It should go in late spring. Next week, we should have a landscape plan for the pedestrian islands, and this is part of the sustainability grant from Oakland County, which was for $1,000. I talked to the person at Oakland County Parks in charge of that sustainability division. They send the plans out to a designer who is doing them. They have delivered on some of their grant plans. This one should be in, hopefully, next week. And then we can review it, ask changes if, we want something different. And, but it does include the design, the plants, and the planting. So that is pretty good. And then Jeff got us a quote from a landscape company that was very nicely detailed and a real good map of where everything is. And so we can look at that too, and decide which portions, we might be able to do, where, but it's so detailed and laid out, we'll be able to pick out what we can do or what we want to phase in.
Mr. Margulis, Jeff?
Mr. Margulis, Jeff. Mr. Board Member Margulis got us a nice landscape plan.
He pulls a lot of weight.
He looks really
He
serious.
does.
There you go.
And then we did have the workshop on March 6th, which I think was well attended, and was really nice to hear all the different ideas and suggestions for the update on the master plan. And Giffords is putting together some minutes and the ideas from the workshop that we can share. I don't have them yet. And that was it. That's all we got.
It's a lot. The city manager is not with us this morning, but Joan and I do have a meeting with him later today to discuss our budget.
Yes.
I hope to get some clarity there. What's going on with Diane Clausen, sir?
All right. So right now, planning for events for the summer, spring open air fair for May 20th, and then Clausen Fest for August 26th?
Yeah.
Yes. Kind of got down the nuts and bolts for Clausen Fest and what that's going to look like. 108 vendors potentially.
Wow.
Probably about 10 food vendors right now. I'm still kind of hatching out all those details, but should be a very cool event. Basically from Tacoma all the way to 14 Mile. So working out all those details. Open Air Spring Fair, we're basically locking in the food trucks right now. That will be basically kind of a open up to our social district, getting people to come around, have some cocktails and hang out and enjoy downtown Clausen. So other than that, that's about all.
We've got about 10 crafter people that have inquired, and all the material went out to them yesterday, along with the application and the how to pay. So that is all on our website on downtownclassen.com under happenings, where the open air fair has a page. So anyone interested in being a crafter, some sort of vendor with sales, can go to that page, get the application, get the registration, send it to us. We have lots of sidewalk room for more people.
All right.
Excellent.
That's great.
Ally Artwork.
Joan and I are working on pulling together a mural, like guidelines for a mural program where we could do a call for artists, I think, as a phase 2 to the alley. Phase 1, I think, as far as getting the art up, we're getting kind of close to getting that painted.
Yeah, once the ground froze, it is still with the fabricator who's doing the welding to bring it here, to put it all together and put those long legs on it, and then take it over to DPW would be kind of pointless. So we're just kind of waiting till they can actually bring it here and be ready to install it. But it is,
So we're on track to get it
yeah.
Should be next month.
put in after the ground thaws. We'll also pick up some more tables and chairs once it starts warming up so that we have a little more seating out there. And I think that's all.
And landscaping. Did you cover that already,
Yes, we
Joan?
kind of talked, yeah, I think we're good on that. Once we get this plan, hopefully next week again, for the islands, then we can talk about the rest of, I mean, Jeff and I, Margulis and I had talked about, we're probably going to prioritize some of the areas that are just really bad. I mean, we've got grasses growing. Of course, every year, the first of the year, they need to be weeded, they need to be mulched. But there are some areas that just have nothing but weeds, so we can focus on those areas. And the committee that looked at this last year wanted to do, in lieu of flowers, wanted hanging baskets, wanted to do some colorful banners to get us through the season with a little color. So we'll bring all that back next month.
Joan, can you clarify that a little bit? As part of the grant, they do a plan for you,
For the islands,
For the
just
island?
for the islands.
just for the islands, and then they give you $1,000 towards,
No, their grant, she said, covers the plan, the plants, but they purchase the plants then, and they plant them.
okay. So we can.
We can take the islands out of that
yeah,
overall
and so we
plan.
just have to take care of the balance of whatever we want? Okay.
Correct. Yeah. I didn't know that
Those are the 14
$1,000.
Mile Islands?
Yeah, yeah. I didn't know that $1,000 would take you that far, but that's super. We'll see what they bring. And she said, you'll have a chance to review it, and if you want to tweak it, you can talk to the designer. So this is an outside source, I guess, that they have design plans for whoever applied for these grants, so we'll see what it is. This has been almost a year, but it's still coming.
Hopefully it
So-
works out.
Yeah, I actually had a conversation with somebody yesterday, so it wasn't,
So who actually does the planting?
They do.
well, it's through Oakland County Parks, so again, I don't know if they, I'm like she said, some of our plans came in last week. I'm anticipating that yours and some others or another one are still out there, and I expect to get those next week. So I don't know how they contracted this all out as part of their sustainability grant package. Clearly, they've got a designer somewhere working on things, and who buys and does the planting, I don't know. But they're doing it, so,
It'd be like Christmas.
yeah.
Definitely.
So we'll as soon as I get sent a plan, I will send it round. And, they're native, so they know that they have to uphold to snow and salt and drought.
Cactus.
Okay. Consideration of applying the technical assistance funds from Main Street to the update of the downtown master plan. Do you want to discuss that, Joan?
Every year, we get technical assistance funds from Main Street to use on a project or an area that we have defined as something that needs attention, and clearly we need to update the master plan. And this falls right into that area, so we can apply those funds to, which is $6,000 for the technical assistance funds. There is also additional funds for some training that we may be able to apply to it, but at least I know that the tech assist we can apply to
I think that's great.
master plan.
It's a perfect place to allocate it, and I say, let's do it. So I'll go
Any-
ahead and make that motion.
Is there a second?
I'll second that motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Terrific. We'll
Yeah.
put our technical assistance funds to the update of the downtown master plan. Fabulous.
Yeah.
Do we have any other board comments?
Someone has reached out to me about a piano, and I know we've talked about that in the past. Are we still thinking about getting pianos downtown, and do we want them?
Yes,
Okay.
yes, we do. And Charlie and company, whoever he has, is going to help, said they could pick them up. They will not bring things out of a basement, though, so
They're very
hopefully.
wise. Yeah.
Yeah, very wise, yeah, we would like them not to be injured, so.
Do we have a plan about where to put these pianos?
One to the end of the alley, I know. Sam here
I've already
said he
volunteered
could.
to put one in front of my store.
Yeah.
so.
Great.
So I know Paula had indicated she might have one.
No, I have to fight my daughter for it now, but
Oh,
I'll find you one if you want one.
okay.
But is there a plan to secure them some way? I know they're heavy, but I also know people late at night like fun things to do, and I would hate for a piano to start off at the yard shop and wind up, I don't know, at
14
Do you know if
miles.
that's been, has that been a problem in other communities, do you know?
Yeah, I wouldn't know. I always think worst case. Just
Yeah,
in case.
wait, I know, I think that way, and we've never had a problem, so I hope that continues. But Royal Oak has them also. And the community that I actually got the idea from was somewhere up north. And they have not had a problem. In fact, they leave them out all year. The first year, they even left them uncovered, which I don't know how that works,
They
but
sound great in the spring.
I think you can get a very easy kind of cover made for them that we could protect them a little bit. Sam said he would offer to watch the one near him. I think we could find business owners that if we had a cover, could throw it over in really bad weather.
I'd like to propose that we have the funds to tune the pianos when they get plonked down wherever they are.
That is something nobody else does. I did ask about that. The other communities are like, no, we just,
Just let them go.
they're there, we let them go. Yeah.
I'd like to propose that we tune the pianos once they're,
I guess we'll have to see how much that costs and who tunes these free
I'm
pianos.
sure
I
if
think we could
have
put this in Mr. David's lap because,
if we have a tuner in town, we can always put a plaque on it,
yeah,
maintained by such and such business. And
they've had mixed reactions in some communities, depending on who is enjoying them at any time. So I think
Right.
tuning them is a good start, at least.
Okay.
Okay, we'll figure that out. Anything else? Anybody?
Anything rolling forward regarding the dumpsters, the recycles? Anything?
Sakura was told to take them out. I know they did come and they got rid in the northeast lot. They did take out the rolly bins. They took out, there was a composting bin out there.
Yeah.
That got taken away.
Improvement.
Yeah. And we've told Sakura, yeah, they even suggested that we not
Right.
use the recycle. So
Right.
it's up to them to get them out of there.
And when they remove them, we'll replace them with another dumpster.
Dumpsters, yes, yeah.
Okay? And that's on the
Trash,
way, right?
trash containers, yes.
Yes. Perfect. It'll help.
Yeah. As part of a capital improvement plan, I did suggest that all of the municipal lots in the downtown be looked at. We have concept plans, but those concept plans are like from
Yeah, years ago.
well before our master plan, so that's, I don't know, 2005 maybe. They're nice, big drawings, and it's a great concept, but those all need to be looked at. They need, because if any opportunities come along for either ARPA funds or grant anything, you've got to have a plan ready, and we don't have anything. We couldn't apply for anything right now because we don't have a drawing, we don't have a cost-related estimate, anything. So that all has to be done for anything ever to be done with those lots. Because I know that when we did look at them back in '05, whenever it was, for those concepts, we did pick up parking by reconfiguring the lots. And they do look in need of some resurfacing, a lot of reorganizing, and any type of parking spots we can pick up are good. So hopefully that gets included in some sort of a plan for the city. It's an overall, got to be part of an overall city plan.
Right.
We'll see where it goes.
Okay. In that case, I think I need a motion to adjourn.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
Thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you all for being here. It's been a lovely day. We'll see you next month.